How's it going today, guys? Just a quick little update video. This one's going to be pretty short. Just a general review of what we got going on. Just spray painted a couple test colors here. I'm going to sand all this off. This is just to see what it looks like on there. It had a different couple shades of blue. And of course the original Cheyenne blue that was on it. Here's darker blue and kind of like a dull dark blue. So trying to decide which one we like best. Gonna be painted here soon. Just gotta go get the paint and working on fixing these holes here that somebody cut in there. And I gotta patch this hole here. I think I'm just gonna leave these panels in there. I mean, they fit decent, they just don't look the greatest, but we're gonna probably put some sound deadener or something like that over it, maybe, or at least a floor mat, you know. But I think we'll just leave well enough alone there, because like I said before, that the other side of this cab, the metal on that, is there's nothing wrong with it, which is quite odd. Terrible patch job that somebody did in the past, but what do you do? I could cut it out and redo it, but then we're really getting into some time. I can always do that in the future if need be, and we probably will. But for now, the inside of the cab isn't the concern. Just making it look halfway as decent. And we got to fix that window lip for the seal there. Got to fix that yet. Got to get another step. I did locate another bed for this. This one isn't the greatest, as you can see. I mean, it's pretty heavily pitted and whatnot. It can be fixed, you know, good enough to make it a 20-footer bed. Looks good from 20 feet away. And I really am enjoying the diamond plate that I put in there. It's quite tough. So I'm sort of torn on what I want to do with the bed. Found another whole bed for $800.
We have to go look at it.
We gotta go look at it. There was a guy I met on one of my jobs that he collects square body stuff also, and he's the one that has the bed. So if you're watching this, we're considering buying the bed. Just gotta put priorities first. So
Spent this weekend trying to do some family stuff. Went to a balloon rally.
yeah, went to the what?
It was too windy, so they couldn't send up all the balloons, but a few brave ones went up. It was pretty good. We'll put a clip in.
Yeah, I'll add a clip of that if you want to see that. We'll add that at the very end of the balloon rally.
Horse buggy. We did that this weekend too.
Oh yeah, yeah. We ended up scrapping the horse trailer because I got underneath of it and the whole frame and everything was just rotted to shit. Anyways, yeah, the horse trailer was just rotted out really bad underneath, and so we hauled it to the scrap. So as far as this goes, you guys know the plans for that. We're gonna paint it and get it better off for going down the road, more reliable. And that's it. Mainly the biggest goal here is to paint it before the nasty weather comes in again, which will be here before we know it.
We haven't had rain, but maybe 2 days in the last month.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to plan a day to paint this thing that is not gonna rain. We're gonna have to watch the forecast. Still haven't forgot about the Impala. Still got no floors in it, but we are going to address that issue once the weather does get nasty, because, you know, we're under here, so we can work on it in nasty conditions.
Yep, we're going to finish this, put the wood stove in, and then we can work through the winter on that.
Yep.
That'll be good.
Yep.
I'm excited. I can't wait to get back to working on this.
I know. I can't either, but we're going to put the wood stove right there where the tow truck door is. It's going to be fun. Lots of stuff to come. Yes, we're still going to do Will It Runs. We have Will It Runs that we have planned to go do. Just have not had the time to go do them. And the price of gas being double as what it was last year, it makes things hard. But we will be going to do Will It Runs.
Plus we have 100 projects where we start and we haven't finished, so.
Well, yeah, as everyone does. We will have more stuff out. The camper jump, for anybody who is interested in that, that is supposed to be August 6th. And hoping everything goes well as planned for that. So, I hope everyone enjoyed the last week's lawnmower race video. Sorry we couldn't really talk a whole lot during that video. It was more or less just showing what happened and what went on. But we didn't really have time to be monitoring a camera the entire time.
And there was so much dust. Because like we said, there hasn't been rain. It's been so dry, and we spent the whole day before trying to wet that track. Yeah. And it was still so much dirt.
Very dusty. Ryan and Corey actually did wreck during qualifying, and we did not get that on camera. They're okay. But, like I said in the video, no injuries, and there weren't. They were a bit sore the next day, but they did wreck. So, still got to put the 283 back together, order parts for it. Well, the last bit of the tow truck is going to be hauled in for scrap, unfortunately. I know you're probably telling me save that emblem, but they're not the greatest on the other side.
Get them off of there. They're just like, yeah.
No. So, it's going to go. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to cut the 24-hour towing out of here. And I'm going to weld a couple drop-down chains from the best door that says Modern's Auto Body. And we're going to make a sign and give that back to Dave and his wife, Betty. And then they can have a piece of the tow truck back. Something that he can hang on the side of the shop. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Here's the old racing lawnmower that I made. I ended up coming in third, and you guys know that RJ came in first. Ryan came in second. Justin in fourth, and Corey in fifth. It was a really good time. The belt kept popping off of this. I'm going to have to look underneath at all the pulleys and see which one's not lined up, because that must be the issue.
Well, it got bent a little bit, I think, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and I rear-ended the back of Ryan's mower with this, and now it doesn't turn right, which was okay for the race because we were turning left, but oh well. The Yamaha Warrior, still have plans for that. We're going to put some different tires on it, of course, because this one is not happy at all. It doesn't hold air for maybe 10 minutes. And the clutch is smoked in it. Absolutely smoked. Needs basically all new bearings, front to back. Brakes.
The big guns are out.
Yeah. Brakes need help. I'm going to put a new seat cover on it. And, of course, an oil change, because we're going to have to drain all the oil out to replace the clutch. I'd like to put a different front bumper on it, fix the headlights, and maybe a back grab bar. It's a fun little four-wheeler, and I hope to bring it back. It's really not in bad shape for a 1990, so there's plans to work on that also. Alright, and the reason why the van is going to become the camper jump victim. The body literally is falling off of it. It is settling down so much to where I can barely even open the doors anymore. So, it's, I'm going to take all the Impala parts out of it and put them somewhere safe. And the van is going to go, so no more mobile shed. But
we gotta get all those parts out of
yeah,
too.
Oh well, it's almost touching the tires. It's so bad. Here's the Impala frame. Still got to do work to that. Just haven't had time to work on it, but we are going to address the issue of this frame so we can have it ready to go back underneath the body once the body's ready. So.
And Gator.
And the Gator. I'm not so sure I even need to make it to 5,000 subscribers, guys. I mean, you want to see a V8 in this, let me know.
He's gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. So the rear end out of the van has a purpose, and that's going to be the rear end behind the well, I don't know if it's going to be a 350, but V8 that's going to go into this, and the John Deere will become a V8 John Deere Gator. Just picture it, the V8 here, transmission, stubby drive shaft here, a little bit longer of a frame, and the van rear end. Of course, we'll weld the diff, make it have posi, have the headers come straight up, maybe a bit of a roll cage. It will be fun. Oh, and probably a handbrake or something like that. But you guys want to see a V8 put in this thing? Let me know in the comments. Let us know. And of course the 350 olds, we have not forgotten about it. There's really nothing that I can put it in, and like I said during those videos, it realistically, to make it a really nice reliable engine again, you'd have to tear it all down, possibly bore it. I mean, the cylinders are really pitted and whatnot, but what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna test some things out. We're gonna set it up on a stand that we're making, and we're going to hook it up to a radiator and put gauges to it and whatnot, and you know, we'll test like fuel economy, different octane fuels, and oil pressure with different viscosities, stuff like that. And you guys can throw out some ideas too what we could do. So this engine's really just going to become a test subject, and it's going to answer a bunch of those questions that,
Or raise more
questions. So I mean, we really can't hurt this engine. I don't want to hurt it, but we will test theories out so that you can come up with your own to go by building your projects. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Just a short little episode. Lots to come. Lots to come. Like, comment, subscribe. Franklin Stein's Garage.
There, you get them all of them in a row. That's pretty cool.
That one's got a turkey on it. Yeah. Okay.
Woo! I just saw you jump so hard.
I wasn't prepared for that.
It sneaks up on you.